U.S.-China high-level trade negotiations begin in Geneva, Switzerland, currently underway.
On the 10th, China's state-run Xinhua News Agency reported that the U.S. and China have begun high-level trade negotiations in Geneva, Switzerland. China's central television CCTV also reported the same, adding that the talks were held at the request of the U.S. The talks were led by U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Besant and Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng, leading the delegations from both countries. The talks began at 10 a.m. local time and are currently underway, Reuters reported. The reason why these talks are drawing attention is because this is the first time since the previous Donald Trump administration that the two countries have resumed formal trade negotiations. At the time, the Trump administration imposed high tariffs of up to 145% on Chinese imports, strongly criticizing China's unfair trade practices and forced technology transfers. In response, China imposed retaliatory tariffs of up to 125% on U.S. imports. And the two countries engaged in a tariff war that effectively led to a trade cutoff. This conflict has been one of the main causes of uncertainty and instability in the global economy, shaking up the global supply chain. In that sense, attention is being paid to whether this meeting can be a signal for resolving the conflict between the two countries. In fact, the two countries have recently shown signs of gradually opening up dialogue in diplomatic, military, and economic areas. And this trade meeting is also being held as an extension of that. However, there is still a long way to go. Experts analyze that the two countries still have large differences in their positions on key issues, such as China's state-owned enterprise subsidies, intellectual property rights infringement, forced technology transfer, and whether the U.S. will maintain high tariffs. Therefore, there is a possibility that this meeting will be limited to an exploratory battle to confirm positions and open the negotiation table rather than a substantive agreement. However, the fact that the meeting itself has resumed is considered meaningful progress in that both countries recognize the need to restore dialogue.
Despite the uncertainty, negotiations have begun. Attention is being paid to the direction in which these talks, which will coordinate the complex interests between the U.S. and China, will lead.